the bottom, and it was hiding that I didn't have the broadcast actually started. So now people can see us. Technology and I just don't get along real well. Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Astrid?
Hello?
Hi, Astrid. Okay, I'm going to have you on. Can you remember to put your phone on mute, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Elka.
Okay, 6:58. So a couple more minutes. Oh, hi, Elka. On the, it said we had 17 people showing up, so we'll wait a few more minutes before we actually start.
Karen, Roy has noted that they only see the PowerPoint.
Okay, so they don't see us. Our lovely faces. Good.
Right.
So we could be in our jammies. If I left it like that.
I'm in my jammies.
All right, I'm muting now.
All right, so, oh, Lisa, we lost you again.
Uh-oh, hold on.
So is everybody excited for today's event? Everybody have a bunch of questions they want to ask? Everybody in their comfy clothes so they can just relax?
I am.
You are? All right. Wendy, you're on mute, so I just saw you shake your head.
I don't know what happened to my screen.
I don't know.
My family is going crazy here. They're yelling and screaming.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, when we actually go into start the healing part, then we'll change that. But
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to stop showing that, and now they can see us when we talk. And then when I go to the next, oh God, slide. There we go. Okay, so it is 7 straight up, so we'll wait another minute or two.
Because we lost Lisa
You know
again.
what? We lost Lisa again. Thank goodness you seem to have a reliable connection.
Yeah.
What do you got, Lisa? Comcast? Who can we bash? I think she said she had Comcast, right?
She does, but so do I.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well,
So go figure.
Then it's Lisa. Lisa's
yeah. It's unanimous. She's not here to defend herself.
Okay, 7:01. Okay, come on, Lisa, get back on. Okay. Oh, there she is. Now she's got a blue head instead of that other. Oh, back to that camera. Lisa, we know that you're on, but we don't see your face, just the camera, that little logo thingy. But it is 7:01. It's 7:01, so I want to get started. So who wants to do the intro today?
I can. since Wendy's muted.
Okay.
Is that good?
Go ahead.
All right. So, welcome. You can either lie down or sit, whatever you prefer. Keep your spine straight, jaw relaxed. Let your mind wander. Take slow, deep, even breaths. And remember that this is all in your highest and best interest. Do not hold do not look for, don't suspend all disbelief. You should suspend all disbelief and just allow what comes. Just allow everything that comes. You might not feel anything, and if you don't, that is okay, or you are still receiving it, and you may feel it days later. I tend to feel it days later, and it usually lasts about a week. Suspend all disbelief that if you don't feel anything, it is absolutely working.
Okay. All right, everyone, I'm going to say my prayer and then start sending the energy. So if you had any questions, remember, you can always chat questions, and Wendy is there ready to respond to you. But we're going to go ahead and start. Wendy, does anybody have any questions? Okay. All right, here we go. And then when we come back, when we're done with the healing part, you're welcome to... Yes, Lisa?
Roy said he lost the sound.
Okay. I don't know what to do about that. Just chat, so use the chat and just tell him, we'll be starting in 5 seconds, and he's done this before, so he knows what to expect. So after that, then just go ahead and stay on. We'd love to have any questions that you all have. And but if not, if you want to go ahead and go to bed or hang out or whatever you're going to do tonight, that's good too. So here we go. I tell you, I'm so grateful for this. I don't experience it the way the rest of you do. I don't, from my understanding. Of course, how can I tell what you experience, and how can you discern what I experience? But it's such a love that comes through me, and it just feels so good. A little tightness in somebody's solar plexus. Breathe through it, relax, allow. Your job is to receive. If y'all can hear my family out there playing a game, please ignore them. We're visiting my dad in Florida. Upper right chest, almost to the shoulder, and between the chest and the shoulder there. If you're feeling a little pressure, move your arm around and relax. some anxiety in someone's sternum. Blow it through. All right. Start heading back when you're ready. We're here. All right, Wendy and Lisa, unmute. Start the sharing.
I have a question.
That was awesome.
Yeah, awesome. I like to hear awesome. Look at the camera. Look in the camera, Karen. Look in the camera. Okay, Lisa, I love hearing awesome. Anybody else? I know I heard you that you have a question, Wendy. Go ahead. Why don't you go ahead?
Because this is the we're and the day of the solstice and also the new moon, it has on my mind the setting of intentions. And my question is the timing of the intentions as important as the feeling behind it?
In general, no. But as soon as you mentioned the solstice, I saw a being that is associated with the solstice, very strong. The being had what to me felt very Native American. So does that just have to do with this continent? I don't know. But so in response to that question, because that being is standing so strong, so when you talk about intentions, I see that he holds them and he sends them down into the earth. So what that translates to into real life, you know, earthly life, I don't know. But from a metaphysical perspective, this being helps to anchor that. So there is benefit as far as intensifying your intention to tie it into this one. He is male. He is male. Looks like, you know, like a Native American blanket, you know, wrapped around the shoulder that goes all the way to the ground. You know that image.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of that before. I'm glad you asked that. Does that help?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it helps a lot. I try and do most of my intentions around the new moon or, you know, these auspicious times. I just wanted to make sure that I was doing it right.
Yeah. So I just cast around looking for other. So the spring, the March. That's what the March one.
Yeah.
That's a female.
Okay.
That's a female energy. Flower in her teeth. It's a whole different energy than this one now. The one. So I would guess that each one has their own kind of special frequency, for lack of a better word.
I like that.
So yeah, so we'll have to map those. If we ask more questions about this one, oh, this one's about. Okay, so back to the December to this one. He's about standing in yourself, about taking ownership of. I was going to say we could take notes, but this is being recorded. Hello. This is about taking ownership of who you are. The spring one is more about planting new ideas, getting new things growing, which obviously makes sense. You know, spring. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Roy, it was more than awesome. I was in lighting of my heart and soul. I was needing that. Was missing your Skylar. Aww. I hope you're staying connected with her.
I love
Roy. Okay, anybody else have any questions? Last week we had so many questions, but we have kind of different people this time.
You know,
I do know that I screwed up sending the
say,
link. I set it up wrong, and so when I sent the link, it didn't necessarily give you the link for this week. My fault again. I do have for January right. I did it right.
Yay!
Yeah, this has been such a learning curve. So, which is why we're still in practice mode.
You know, I do have to say, when we start, the dog comes running in. And he just sits right here, and he's at the end. He's ready to transition, but he comes running in when we start. He's right here, right now. And the night that we do through the night.
Oh, hug him for us.
Oh, he's a good boy. Yeah. Everybody can feel it, and it changes the vibration in the house. It's a wonderful feeling.
Oh. Hey, did you guys hear on my family? They're playing dominoes on a glass table. I hope that didn't interfere too much. Could you hear them?
No.
Oh, you couldn't hear them? Oh, good. I can hear them. But what am I going to do? Go sit quietly in the corner. This isn't my house, but this is my rules. So today we went to a flea market, and saw a few things. But then we went down to, there's this island down here. It's like a 30-mile long, but it's very, very narrow, like 2 city blocks wide at the most. And so we get out when the sand is white, and it was kind of an overcast day, but the water is this turquoise green, and we were out there collecting shells, and oh, it was so lovely.
Sounds like heaven to me.
Yeah. So we just got in last night. Okay, I saw that Roy said he has a question, but did he actually post one, or? Oh. Hi, I do not have a webcam. Yeah, Kathy, you will not. The only people that are on camera are the hosts, which would be myself and Wendy and Lisa. So the only way for you to communicate with us is through the chat. if everybody could be on the camera, that would just be a disaster. So, yeah, Kathy and Roy know each other. So, but anyway, so after the healing portion, any questions you have about this world of ours, this universe of ours, this is the time to ask. And like I said, last time we had a lot of questions. And this time we don't seem to. So if we don't have any questions, then we'll be done. There's no sense making people hang around. Well, I mean, anybody can hang up, obviously, at any time. You must stay on.
Sunday.
What, hon?
Next Sunday, around kind of like end of the year. Is there any week one of the year?
I didn't hear you very well.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that I heard.
Sorry, I moved forward to the moved closer. Will next Sunday, since it's the last one of the year, will it be not pivotal, but will it be? Will there be any significance because it is the final one of the year, like closing out the year? Although I'm sure there's no time frame on
no,
the outside.
because you know what? So as from a Karen perspective, no, and as casting to source, that's the Gregorian calendar. It's not the year really starts March 21st. So as far as the universe is concerned, December 31st is not the end of the year. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, it was created by Neiman Marcus.
Yeah, March 21st is the new beginning, the new year. I can't get my video to work, so I can only see the chat. Oh, Carol, does that mean Wendy typed to her? Did she even hear any of us? Anything? Anyway. All right, so one more time. If you have any questions that you want answered, you want to discuss.
Kathy wants to know if she can contact her guides better.
Of course. Does she really want to know how?
Probably.
We went over this last week, so Kathy, you might want to look on YouTube for the video from last week. But I might have said it better last week, but I will say it again this week. Hold on, let me see what they say this time. It's about feeling their presence, acknowledging their presence, centering yourself, and noticing what energies you feel around you. And if you only notice one, that's fine. Start with that one. You don't need to know a name. You don't need to know a face. You don't need to know if they're your eternal guide or a transitional guide, like, if you're in college, you probably are going to have a guide that's specifically assigned to help you, through that period of your life. If you're sick or if you're, any kind of period. So don't worry about any of those details. Allow. Oh, they're saying, and probably in response to Kathy in particular, but this is a powerful tool because I know I've done it. I do it, and so it will work for anybody. Practice literally walking with them. So you center yourself, you stand, you center, you notice, and take a step. Literally take a step and see if you still feel them, you still notice them. Take another step, still feel them. Develop that muscle of recognizing that presence. And then start talking. hey, we're going to go over here and buy some oranges. Should we buy some oranges? And just kind of notice, oh, yeah, let's go buy oranges. No, let's not buy oranges. And maybe that means that the oranges at the store that you're going to are rotten. Maybe it means that you don't need oranges right now. But rather than debate what that answer might be, allow, okay, I trust you that right now isn't the time to get oranges, and move on. And clearly that's a basic thing, oranges, you know. But it's a good place to start. I personally feel that when people start exploring the metaphysical journey, they jump straight into the deep questions and then can get wonky answers. You have to build the muscle with basic, simple questions and simple aspects of your life before you ask important things like, you know, should I get a divorce, or should I have a baby, or should I move to Timbuktu? You're not ready to ask those kinds of questions. There are always exceptions. Obviously, there are always exceptions. But as we develop the skill, we need to start kind of basically. Okay. Did I answer that okay? Does it make sense? Carol, about being a dowser. Okay, so Carol, you use pendulum or rods?
She doesn't hear you.
Oh, she can't hear me. Okay. So, so she's not hearing anything at all. She can only see the chat.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, ask her to type to her. Ask her to email me to remind me, and I will send her a link to the video from last week. Okay. Anybody else have any questions that can actually hear me? You're welcome, Kathy. Do. Do
you see Roy's question?
Yeah, waking up at 3 a.m. That's when the veil. So when they say the veil is the thinnest at 3 a.m. I still haven't. I'd like to check to see if it's at 3 a.m. U.S. time, and then, or Central Standard Time, and then because like, what if you're in Australia? You know, so if you're in Australia and the veil is thinnest at 3 a.m., then it's not a clock thing. It's more of a, how can I say, like on your personal 24-hour, what is that, your circadian clock? Is that what it's called, circadian? Something like that. That on your circadian clock, that at 3 a.m., that's when the veil between this world and the next is the thinnest. Which actually, if you haven't read yet my blog post about 12/21/12, I encourage you to read that, because there was the veil at that point was extra thin. So at 3 a.m. the veil is thinnest, and that is the easiest time for the metaphysical side to connect to you. Okay. So they're trying to connect with you, Roy. So if you want to get in the habit of communicating with them at 3 a.m., knock your socks off. Or you can say, okay, when they wake you at 3, say, okay, I hear you, and I'm telling you that tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. or whatever works for you, at 9 a.m. I will sit quietly and meditate and be ready to receive, because I would rather communicate with you at 9 a.m. because 3 a.m. is not good for me. And they will honor that. And then when you get to be a bonehead, and we all do it, you know, we all get caught up in stuff, then they'll bang on the door at 3 a.m. again, and you say, oh, sorry, I forgot. Get back. But you have to honor that. If you tell them you're going to be there at 9 a.m., then you're going to be there at 9 a.m. or whenever you said. And Roy, again, for you, it's solar plexus. Loosening that up. Breathe through that. So when you when you sit and get yourself ready to receive, work on loosening that up. Okay. All right, we're going to give you 1 more minute, which means 2 more minutes for us, because they hear us a minute later. And if not, then we'll go ahead and say goodnight. Did we lose Lisa completely?
No, I'm right here.
Oh. You have any questions? Huh?
I had to get the dog.
Oh. Your lovely dog that likes to share with us on Sunday nights?
I know, he loves it.
Oh, silly me, I forgot. Roy gets up. Yeah, 3 a.m. is fine for him. Oh. Oh. On the weekends, when we do the retreat weekends, I come stumbling down the stairs at 8 if I'm lucky, and everybody else is getting their coffee, eating their breakfast, maybe even finishing up breakfast. Roy's already ready for lunch by that time because he's been up forever. Okay, to you. I'm not clear what Roy's saying there, but
Thank you.
oh, okay.
That's what I interpret it.
Okay. All right. Okay. We ready to go? Okay, so I will send out the link again for next week, because I think it's a different link than the one I sent before. I don't know. But for January, I have it right. For January, once you register for that first one in January, you will automatically be registered for all of them in January, and it'll send you the reminder emails and all that good stuff. I misunderstood the verbiage on where I have to do all this, and so I did it wrong. Thought I did it right, but I did it wrong. So, but for January, it's all good.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, and I have, ta-da, you can actually sign up for January right now. Can you see that on the right? No, I see it on the right. Do you see it?
No. I got the chat up, that's why.
Offer. Okay, I clicked on it. Yeah, I clicked on the one I wanted. Why is it not? Ta-da! Do you see it now?
If I take the chat down, I might. Holly's asking if there's a way for somebody to participate without internet.
Right now, I do have somebody participating that's not on the internet because she called me on my phone and then she goes on mute so she can hear me.
Oh, I see that.
So, no, not without being on the internet. But you could do it over your cell phone if you have internet on your cell phone.
I can see the offer when I turn the chat off.
Okay. Oh, your offer is live. Okay. Okay. Yay! It has Wendy's favorite picture on it.
Yeah!
It is a beautiful photo, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so appropriate because that really is what it feels like. We're getting that lovely energy and it just radiates out, and we're so lucky.
I feel like it's a picture of me.
Yeah, it's Wendy. It's Wendy. Okay, so chat. Okay, no, is there no internet? Yeah, no. Holly, I asked the platform about that, and they said that Google doesn't. You can't do it through Google yet because we're on the Google platform, and then I'm on a platform that rests on top of the Google one. They're hoping that at some point that you'll be able to get on with a phone, but at this point, you have to be on the internet. So you could go to your friend's house if they have internet, your neighbor, because it's the same, whether you're two people on the, sitting at your desk or more, it doesn't matter. So they can go to a friend's house. I know that's not, that isn't optimum, but at this point, that's the best I got. All right. Okay. I guess we're done. Till next week.
All right.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye. Have fun in Florida.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.